Hi there, everybody. Excuse my look for today. I just always love starting out these weeks with just the most under-made up me with these vlogs. I look like I'm getting ready to go to like an 80s aerobic class, or I just got out of an 80s aerobic class, or a good 90s like aerobics, but just didn't feel like messing with the hair after I worked out. But anyways, we are up here doing another week of rose making. Yeah. So I know you guys really liked the video on the corset. Man, y'all were great. And this is like across all of my social media. Everyone was very intrigued and excited about this corset that I made, and I am still excited. I think it's great and I really love it, and I can't recommend it enough if you're interested to seeing. And also I see all the comments, everybody. Okay, let's answer a couple questions. One, many of you asked why I didn't do a mock-up, or I didn't show you all a mock-up. The answer to that is I trusted the measurements on this corset. I've made Victorian corsets before. I was very happy with what I was coming out when I was just doing measurements on this. And also just came down to time. Time and laziness. Corsets to me are stuff you definitely should do making mock-ups for, especially if they're really oddly shaped, like some 17th century or earlier corsets, 18th century, definitely. And sometimes some Edwardian ones have some different shapes. But this Victorian one, I have made one of these before, and I was very confident with the measurements that I was giving with the red threaded corset. And I was like, you know what? These are very easily adjustable, and I left plenty of seam allowance, and I just kind of, as I went along, was placing it on my body as we were going. And it was perfect, and I was very fine with not doing a mock-up. So I saw you all in the comments asking about it and talking about it. No one was being negative. No, I'm not saying everyone was being negative, or you should never ask, because I'm fine with that. I would be honest and answer. I ran out of time. I needed to make this thing and finish this vlog, and mock-ups take a long time. That being said, I'm probably going to do a mock-up for this skirt. Actually, from here on out, for everything that we make, except maybe the blouse? Well, maybe. Also, I have some different ideas on the blouse and jacket. We'll talk about that in a second. But back to the corset. So yes, I didn't do a mock-up for this. Half of it was laziness and half of it was me just trusting the measurements of the pattern that I bought. So it all worked out. Oh, what was the other question that many of you were asking was why I chose to do a Victorian corset for an obviously Edwardian outfit. Another very easy answer for me was that I wanted to try this one out. I really wanted to make a red threaded corset, and this is the latest era she has, unless I didn't look hard enough on her website, or I actually got this pattern off of her Etsy. And I've made an Edwardian corset before, and I did that one for the Corsets for Cosplay video, gosh, last year or year before, I can't remember. It was the purple one that I made. I think it was the year before, because I made it and I wore it with Nadja, and it was so damn uncomfortable. I don't know what I did on that, and it was a terrible pattern from Simplicity or McCall's. I can't quite remember. I did not like it. It did not fit me well. It was so uncomfortable, and I was not tight lacing. I was just trying to put it on, and I hated every minute of it. So I don't know if that's one of my reasons. It's just kind of like I'm kind of scarred for that, and I think I need to find another Edwardian corset pattern that I like more, and get out of the big four companies for that, because their pattern making sometimes is and stick with more smaller business pattern making companies. But anyways, I didn't like that corset that I have, and so I made this one as I wanted to try a red threaded corset, and I just wanted to give myself a different shape a little bit. Victorian ones just fit me nicer. My hips I'm very hippie. And these just it just forms my shape very well. It doesn't go completely over my hips to where it squeezes me in so much it's uncomfortable. This outfit is I'm making it for me. I'm going to make the measurements fit me. It's not like I'm trying to make something that is already made fit me. So I need to get myself tighter in a corset. So the skirt is going to work the way I want it to work. So I'm not worried about it. And also it's a skirt and a jacket. It's not so form-fitting to where I think this is going to change the shape of myself so much to where I'm not even going to look like Rose in the actual outfit. I think we're going to be okay. And yeah, I mean, short form answer is that I really wanted to make a red thread corset. This was the latest era she had. I chose it. We did it. Done. Moving on. We are going to clean up here tonight so I can start working on a new portion of this project. And probably all I'm going to get to tonight, because it's kind of late and I really want to take a bath because I got some new bubble bath and I want to try it out, is we're going to assemble the pattern pieces for the narrow skirt. The skirt is what we're going to work on next because I am still finding the jacket pattern for that. So yes, skirt time. Here we are. We are doing the, excuse me, this is a lot of paper. Wow. And there's some of these I don't even, okay, this is gonna be fun. So anyways, we are doing the truly Victorian TVE 30 1911 narrow panel skirt. Now, this is a very, very simple skirt, Edwardian skirt. We are going to be making some changes to it. That's why we are doing a mock-up, because the edge of her skirt has a little bit of a little curve and a little bit of a peekaboo spot. I think it's on the right side, left side, I'm not sure. So obviously a mock-up is needed because we are going to change the design a little bit. And I just don't know how much flare I want. It's pretty pencil-y, but this is a narrow paneled skirt, so I think it'll be just fine. And I believe it's going to come together pretty easily. I just have to watch out for my pattern matching because we are working with stripes that need to go certain ways. So I'm very excited to start on this, get this going. We are actually, what I'm probably going to do is use the mock-up for my lining, which is what I do on the majority of my projects. For those of you who are like, mock-ups are such a waste of fabric, use them for your lining. Use them for your lining for stuff. There's not, unless you're like hacking up the mock-up and changing the design so much, you can use the mock-up fabrics for parts of your lining or all of your lining for your garments that you're making. Hot tip. Hot tip. So now, yeah, so talking about the jacket, I think there was somebody, I think it was Instagram commenter gave me a really good choice for a jacket pattern that I was kind of going back in between for her, and it's a butterick pattern. I don't know of it off the top of my head right now, but I think I'm going to go with that because that also includes a dickie, a blouse dickie that I think I will use instead of the blouse pattern that I bought from Truly Victorian, mainly because it cuts down a lot of fabric. And I don't feel, because I'm going to have this jacket lined and wear a blouse. That is hot, and I get hot in all of my outfits. If you all know me, you know I will sweat by just looking at my cosplays. I'm hot. Ugh. So less heat on myself would be fantastic because this jacket's going to be, it's going to be thick. It's going to have like velvet pieces. It's going to be lined. I have a corset on with it. You know, there's a lot of pieces. So I think just a dickie, for those of you who don't know what a dickie is a small cut of fabric that literally looks like this, that goes around your neck. So basically the neck and collar area is finished and it is sewn out to about right here, and it kind of comes and looks like a baby bib. And you wear them to basically cut out a lot of fabric and heat from any kind of other garment you're wearing underneath something. And so I don't know the history of the dickie, but this fabric, this pattern has one, and I want to give it a shot. If it doesn't look good, the best part is there's not that much fabric to make the dickie, and I can make something else. So I'm not too worried. We're going to try it. So the jacket pattern is going to be a butterick. I have to go find it from Joann's someday this week, probably this weekend. I'll be looking. But I just really hate buying patterns not on sale. And their buttericks are not on sale right now, so I might just bite the bullet and get it because we need to get going. So that's where we are with Rose. We are chugging right along. I am loving this whole progress and journey making this. So let's clean up my space a little bit. Let's put together some patterns, and if I'm feeling real spicy, we'll cut out the mock-up fabric tonight. Here we go. Saturday. Let's do some cosplay. Sorry, I had to do a little intro because I am slightly obsessed with Sammy from TikTok and her fashion videos. Can't stop watching them. She's changed my own fashion. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, she's just a user on TikTok that uploads fashion videos every day of what she's wearing. And I love it. It's great content. Keeps me motivated to try and keep doing cool fashion. So thanks, Sammy. That intro is dedicated to you. Okay. Now back to nothing to do with fashion. Well, no, bull. That's bull. I'm making a skirt, so obviously it's fashion. Okay, so today it is Saturday of the skirt week. I'm probably not going to get this skirt done this weekend because I have a very packed weekend with a lot of things planned already. So we're going to get as far as we need to tonight, this Friday night, and see where we go. I already have the front and back panels cut out for this paneled skirt. I'm working on the 2 side panel skirt. This is a mock-up that we're working on, so it's just white broadcloth fabric, nothing too fancy. The truly Victorian pattern that we obviously put together the other day. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's really easy. It's a skirt with a kick pleat in the back, which I might change around a little bit once I get everything cut out and kind of sit down and see what I want to redo design-wise on the skirt, because it will look different. Obviously, because the kick plate's in the front, I just now kind of put that two and two together. Oh well, anyways, moving on. So yeah, we're gonna continue cutting this out. That's what I'm doing and what you'll see, and we'll put it together tonight. Hopefully. Yay. Also just realized I might have said that it was Saturday instead of Friday in that intro. I don't know. I've had a very long week, y'all. It is me. And I have a skirt update. Since the last time I put recording in this video, life has happened and I just haven't gotten back to Rose in a sec. But I've been working on her steadily tonight, and don't hate me, but I haven't gotten any footage of it. But that's just because I've just been seaming up sides and doing hems, which in my opinion is not that exciting. Bleh. The next footage you'll see after this is more exciting. It's like buttons and putting on waistband. I guess it's exciting. I don't know. You all find this exciting, so I guess it all is exciting. Anyways, so let's take a look at the skirt where it is now. Okay, excuse the dirty floor, but here is where we are. This is very hard to see, but this skirt is together. It's literally just been seamed up the sides, and this whole evening I've been working on this bottom half here that is kind of tough to see, but let me do my best to zoom in. There we go. So it's this spot right here of her skirt that is the most different, I guess, from regular narrow skirts from the day. It cuts in like this, and then it has a weird piece underneath of it, and then this side is a little bit longer than this side. So I've literally just been laying on the floor trying to pin and get all of this to look right, and I finally got it. It might not look good from this angle, but it looks good. So, and the back looks, everything is in pins, but I trust those pins are where our placeholders for buttons. I made the pleats on the sides, or the giant pleats underneath. And the sides come in a lot more because it started getting way more A-line than I wanted it to, so I brought it in on the bottom, and then I'm going to add buttons and hem that area, and then I'll bring it up to the top, which isn't much different. There's just a zipper right there. That's it. This skirt is going to give me nightmares because this fabric is not the fabric I should have chosen for this. So let me bring it back up here. Let's have a chat. Not a bad spot. I'm still getting a new tripod, and I'm on a different monopod, and it's all the angles of my videos have just been wacky. But let's talk about this fabric, shall we? Okay. So I would like to take a time where I could travel back to the year 2020 and ask myself why in the wide hell I bought this type of fabric for this outfit. Now, I think from a lot of the research that I've been doing, obviously for Titanic, I think Rose is wearing some sort of wool or light wool or some kind of puffy outerwear fabric. I looked on it today. This is a fabric called Dogwood Denim. Why did I buy this? Like, what was I thinking? Because of it being this denim, I wouldn't call it denim as in like denim pants. It's not that texture, but it does have very much a canvasy denim. Oh, what is that fabric I used for my corset? This fabric up here. Coutil feel. Thus resulting in wrinkles everywhere. I just had to say it. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, maybe on Spoonflower that wasn't an option. The outerwear fabric, this was like the best there was. That probably what it came down to. It'll work just fine. It'll be fine. It's a costume. I'm not entering this in a contest. It's just gonna bug me. There's gonna be wrinkles all over the place. And yeah, I did my best when I was putting it together to keep the lines as vertical as possible, but I'm a hippie lady. You know, there's darts here and there just to get it to look good on me. It's a little bit big up here because I have the waist cinched in a lot on my mannequin, and I don't have the corset on to try this on and off, but it's fine. You know, we had to make a lot of sacrifices for Rose already, but it's honestly going fine. I just am like, why did I get that type of fabric? I don't know. So I might finish this tonight, as in I need to make the waistband and put the waistband on. And then after that, I need to tack down a lot of spots, but I think I might hand sew those. And then I'm going to give it the skirt a blind hem. And then of course do the self-covered buttons, which I gotta do out of velvet. So that's what's gonna happen. This video is obviously gonna have the full skirt. It's gonna be done, at least today or tomorrow, so you guys can see it. But man, it's been a wild ride with this, of just questioning, like, Amanda, what were you thinking? Denim? For an Edwardian outfit? Anywho, back to figuring out some placement. But first I think I'm gonna go make some dinner because it's almost 10 o'clock at night and I haven't eaten and I'm really hungry. Really hungry. And then we'll come back and put the waistband on, which I also will come in and say a thing. If you do end up using this pattern that I specifically used for the skirt, the truly Victorian pattern, there was a point that I just abandoned the directions because I had to do a completely different, what are you doing, Salem? It's just being, you can't see it, being weird. Had to do a completely different pattern direction because I did a lot of alterations to the pattern. So after I basically combined this front and side piece together and to make this front look a little more seamless, there's no seam obviously right there, and put the seams where they're supposed to, I just let go of the directions. So just an FYI, if you do use this and you end up changing, they do get different because of the pleat placement in the bottom and the top. Just an FYI. We are riding without reins right now, and that's okay. I'm gonna have some dinner. We finished the skirt! Yay. Yay! So this is the wrap up of the skirt video. So now let me show you what it looks like on. I'm gonna have to lower the camera. Okay, here it is. Now, keep in mind, or I have to keep in mind more or less, that there will be a long jacket over like this whole space up here. So like, all of this is gonna fit nice. It's a little snug through the hips right here, but I think that's okay. That's very much a narrow skirt. I mean, and also it is very narrow on her and in this style. So let me scoot back. Dude. Boop. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. The only thing, I mean, like, I don't have on my corset or anything with me, and I have leggings on underneath of it, so it's a little puffy up here, but I think it looks great. The zipper area right here is, but it'll be fine from what I'm using it for, so I'm not too worried. I love the little kick pleat I have in the back. This up front is where the magic is for this skirt. I really like how that lays nice and everything looks pretty accurate to the actual outfit. I'm very happy. So with that being said, this video is over. This is the skirt making video. Next thing we're doing is the jacket. I'm waiting on the pattern to get here. It's probably going to be a second, a little bit before I post the next one because the jacket's going to take a while. Or we can do a half and half, part 1 and 2 in the jacket. I'm not sure. But I have some dress alterations to do for myself for a black tie gala I have to go to at work in a couple weeks. And this dress needs a lot of alterations for me to get it to how I like it. So I gotta stop on Rose for a second and do some real life stuff here. But anyways, what do you guys think of the skirt? I think it turned out really good. I'm very happy with the pattern I chose, the alterations that I did. Like I said in the video earlier about the fabric choice, still not the best. Need to go talk to 2020 Amanda and ask her why we chose this fabric. I don't know. It's whatever. It'll be nice for like summer conventions because it's not going to be as hot and thick as a wool one would be. So I guess good things come in small packages, right? But anyways, skirt's done, corset's done, hat's done. All we have left is the jacket, the dickie or blouse, whichever one I decide to make. Yeah, that's it. Huh. I honestly think I'll have a lot of fabric left, so I think I might cover a umbrella because I think she uses an umbrella as like a walking thing in the beginning of the movie. I need to rewatch the movie and double check. So I might cover an umbrella in this fabric just for my own sake and to use some of it. So I bought a lot of fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. So yeah. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for joining me again on another Rose making vlog. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Also, go follow me on TikTok. It's the only social media I'm growing on, it seems like, that and here at YouTube. So if you would like some other behind the scenes on what I'm doing, of course, my Instagram is there as well. All right, everybody, that's it for this week. See you later. Bye.